Hey there, and welcome back to Writer Room Wednesday. This is my weekly series where I take you behind the scenes of my writing process as a screenwriter and horror author, from drafting and development to rewrites and refinement. Last week, I walked through my full rewrite process and explained how I revise in layers instead of trying to fix everything at once. So today I want to slow down and focus on the most important layer of all, the structure. Because if the structure in your script doesn't work, nothing else can save it. When I start a rewrite, I deliberately ignore dialogue, scene polish, and small tweaks. That's not because those things don't matter. They do, but because they don't matter yet. Structure is the foundation. If the story's spine is weak, no amount of clever dialogue or cool moments will fix it. This is also where I see most scripts go off the rails, especially with newer writers. A structure pass is about asking big picture questions, not making small edits. I am looking at things like, does the inciting incident clearly launch the story? Is the protagonist forced into action by the first act turning point? Does the midpoint change the directional stakes or understanding of the story? Does the second act turning point remove the safety net? And finally, does the climax resolve the central dramatic question? Now, if Act 2 feels slow or unfocused, the answer is almost always structural, not missing scenes. So I don't rewrite dialogue. I don't polish action lines. I don't worry about style during this first rewrite. All of that will come later. So trying to fix surface level issues before structure is locked just creates more work for yourself down the line. This is also why I am such a strong believer in outlining. When I hit rewrite mode, I compare the draft to the original structural plan and ask, where did the story drift? Where did it hesitate? Where did it rush? That comparison gives me clarity instead of guesswork. As I start my rewrites on They Feed, my entire focus right now is on tightening escalation and ensuring the turning points are doing real work. Once the structure is solid, everything else becomes clearer and a lot easier to fix. So next week, I will be continuing this rewrite series by diving into layer number 2, character. And if you want deeper discussions like this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe here on YouTube. And if you are writing horror and want weekly craft tips, process breakdowns, and advice, you can also find me on Substack. The links are in my bio. Until next time, keep writing.